Jennings's work has literally shaped the field of media effects research.
The cascading effect of his impact is, I don't know how you'd even begin to measure it.
He's the leading researcher in the world on children in media, having spent many years studying with and helping to shape some of the most important television programs that children have seen around the world.
I was one of these people that tried on so many different careers. Even as a child, I saw myself doing lots of different things. I saw myself being a physician, I saw myself being an attorney, I saw myself being a social worker, so I tried on a lot of different things in my mind. One of the things that I pursued from the very beginning was, whatever I do, I'm going to have some opportunity to teach.
Jennings has a unique ability to communicate, right? It's no surprise that he is in the field that he's in.
Many of the important questions in communication hadn't been asked, much less answered. And so that drove me into the area of communication.
Time that he spent with a children's television workshop, which is now Sesame Workshop, working on Sesame Street.
I was so fortunate early in my career, when I was still a doctoral student, to get adopted by the Sesame Street family. I was brought in to create new methodologies to test the effectiveness of every Sesame Street and every electric company segment.
We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna bring in the power.
Initially, people had been looking at what's the effects of television on children. Well, we changed that very quickly to how do children learn from television? How do they process information? And so we sort of changed the formula for the media and children environment.
Part of Jennings' mentorship, at least for me, expanded beyond the laboratory, beyond the classroom, to his own farm.
He had Thanksgiving dinners. He offered places for grad students to stay that needed like a place in between when housing was open or during moving times on campus.
We had a couple here yesterday who had spent the day with me just sitting on the front porch rocking and talking about their times where we came up to the farm, and I would pay them to help me cut brush or to do weed eating or to mow, and they thoroughly enjoyed it. We had some students that spent the bulk of the summer up here while we were working on a research project.
Ostensibly to talk about research. What we ended up doing, though, is doing a lot of bush hogging and weed eating of the property that he has there, which was a tremendous amount of fun.
We would work together and we would do research together, then we would hike together, and then we would swim in mountain streams or go to lakes. And it was a grand experience of bonding, and certainly it built the kind of relationships that have lasted throughout the years by having that kind of experience.
It was after a long day of weed eating that we then pour ourselves a small glass of homemade lemonade, sat out on the front porch, and that's when the ideas really began to blossom.
My best writing was always done here. My best thinking was always done here. The rocking chairs were my best podium and the best place for generating ideas.
Those moments are the ones that I cherish more than any when I think about the time that I spent with Jennings.
I just think that more than anything, Dr. Bryant made us all feel like part of an extended family.
There are very few people, in the course of one's career that you can really say, I love working with this person, and Jennings is certainly that for me. I feel blessed.
I think it's almost difficult to put into words the impact that he has made.
He always seems poised and looking for an opportunity to pour into somebody else.
Consider him at the top of a family tree that just has roots planted across the world and across the globe, because he has had such a tremendous impact on the study of communication.
I really think that communication is the heart of what we bring as humans into the situation that makes us different from other animals.
The freedom that he gave us to learn to be better researchers, to be better thinkers, to be better instructors, were really a hallmark of his leadership and mentoring style.
When everything is said and done, I'll see very large and dramatic ways that I was emulating him that didn't even realize it at the time because he had affected me so deeply. And so, yeah, I'm not sure I've even begun to understand some of the ways that his mentoring has affected me.
To me, the harmony that existed between the faculty and the student and the administration, the staff at the University of Alabama was extremely rare. To have that kind of blessing where everything came together and supported everything I wanted to do, what more could one ask? It was a wonderful environment. It was home.